Let's talk about attachment styles. So, attachment styles refer to the patterns of how individuals form emotional bonds and interact in relationships, typically based on their early experiences with caregivers. So, it influences how people behave in romantic relationships, friendships, and even work interactions. So, there are four attachment styles: there's secure, anxious, dismissive avoidant, and fearful avoidant. So let's talk about dismissive avoidant. So with dismissive avoidant, these people are extremely independent and are uncomfortable being vulnerable or expressing how they feel. So they show little to no emotion or have difficulty expressing, regulating, or managing their emotions. They can shut down when things get emotional and deny their emotions because they are disconnected from them. So they prefer surface level connections rather than deep connections. This attachment style can develop if parents rarely responded to crying, where emotional expression was discouraged. So they may see emotions as a sign of weakness due to being unable to show true emotion. They may appear emotionally unavailable. And this attachment style can develop if parents were repressed or emotionally shut down. So, if parents were distracted or stressed or treated the child as a burden, if the child was mocked or teased or had a lack of love and affection, so they may have discomfort with physical and verbal affection. This attachment style may believe they don't need anyone, so they rarely ask for help. They may have had to have self-reliance without support, so they feel closeness leads to a loss of independence. They may attract partners that they feel are clingy or needy. They may have a deep sense of needing to not feel tied down. They may disappear or be distant because distance calms them down and solitude feels safe to them. They fear being hurt, which holds them back from intimacy, so they feel they must protect themselves due to early experiences of emotional pain, disappointment, rejection. So they use distance and avoidance and non-commitment to kind of protect themselves. So they can't prioritize others where it may be work or family or friends to kind of create more distance. They may feel that people can't be trusted due to early experiences of betrayal or inconsistency as well. So, for this attachment style, if someone were not to call or text them back, they typically suppress their emotions, so they act unbothered and like they don't care, like they don't notice. So, they're usually downplay their feelings and needs of a relationship. Triggers for this attachment style can be closeness, dependence, perceived neediness. The connection can trigger uncomfortable feelings that they're unable to process, leading to distance. Pressure to commit can be a trigger. Loss of control, invasion of personal space can also be a trigger. So, with a dismissive avoidant attachment style, they may like people that can make them laugh and bring out their inner child, that are not intimidated by their stoic demeanor. So, meaning that they can appear calm and emotionless, but psychologically stressed. They enjoy people that recognize what they actually bring to the relationship. They want a partnership where both contribute. They don't necessarily want a dependent. They want someone that gives clear, direct, and assertive communication, even if their communication is not like that. They like consistent and reliable people that follow through on their commitments and that don't have a lot of emotional turbulence. They like people that are not too emotional and can provide emotional security and support, that can teach them what to do rather than tell them what to do, that can respect their boundaries and has clear boundaries, that are compassionate, patient, and understands gradual emotional intimacy, that shows confidence, encourages personal growth, and challenges the dismissive avoidant to be better, that are responsible and can typically handle their own affairs. So you can move towards a secure attachment. And tips for this can be working on developing comfort with emotional intimacy, so trust and reliance on others, increasing self-awareness, such as like your avoidance tactics and triggers that evoke withdrawal. Practicing emotional expression, so starting small, like how did your day go? Expressing yourself about how you feel about a minor event. Acknowledging and naming feelings rather than suppressing and dismissing them, so expressing vulnerability. Building trust in relationships. Challenging negative beliefs about relationships, and developing comfort with intimacy. So slowly opening up and exposing yourself to intimate situations with safe people. So that is a snippet on dismissive avoidant.